Hey everybody, Final Film Productions back here again. Just after watching the Reddit Q&A, and they released a new featurette. Just going to give my thoughts on it. Yeah, you can see the featurette now, probably on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, if you have a look. It shows some unseen footage. No trailer as of this time I've recorded that I found anyway. Footage looks good and bad. Starts off, Tim Miller gives his shows us some of his excitement of creating Terminator Dark Fate. Having Linda Hamilton and Arnold on screen together. Some nice shots of Arnie with his brown leather brown kind of jacket, looking pretty cool. Yeah, he got the beard, as you've seen in some of the promo pictures. Arnie's looking pretty damn awesome. Then in the next shot, I don't show the footage here because copyright and stuff, God knows what they'd do. They'd probably remove it or something. But you see Arnold with a grey glove over his arm, so obviously his arm is CG'd out and metallic arm is put in. We see Arnold smacking Gabriel Luna's Rev 9. Then we see Arnold bust open a door and we see him with an exposed endoskeleton hand. It looks a little bit, the CGI in the arm looks a little bit ropey here. Much like Terminator Genesis, where they did the CGI arm. Doesn't look quite that convincing, but hopefully it looks better, closer to the movie's release. What else we got here? We have lots of explosions and Linda Hamilton kicking ass. And Jim Cameron is selling the movie. I had a video where they were talking about the Edward Furlong thing. Not really sure where that's going. Is Edward Furlong really in the movie? Can't really be sure at the moment. They didn't seem to want to say too much in the Q&A, which is understandable in one sense. They don't want to spoil too much. I get the sense that it's just going to be Edward Furlong's facial likeness put into a stunt person, but who knows. We get some other shots here of the Rev 9 attacking on the bridge, and he gets knocked over again. It's quite clearly CGI. Would have liked to see a lot more practical effects. And then we have Mackenzie Davis characters beating the crap out of doctors. There's a scene here that I think looks a little bit ropey as well, where the Rev 9 has been damaged and he's kind of reforming again. It looks a little bit shaky, but again, it'll probably look better. Linda Hamilton has a cool line where she says, "You metal effer," or something like that. It's pretty cool. They've confirmed it's going to be R-rated, which is really good. There's also a scene here where the Rev 9 jumps to the helicopter and the CGI looks a little bit shaky there as well. It just doesn't look that convincing. Some of the stuff looks really good, and it's a pity there's just this mix of overused CGI in the middle of it that kind of takes away from it. But in fairness, the footage, I've been criticizing a lot of the movie. The footage does look pretty good, to be honest with you. And again, Linda Hamilton says the action is 10 times bigger, which some people might think is a good thing, but if it means it's 10 times more CGI, that isn't a good thing in my opinion. Hopefully it won't be too green screeny and fake looking. But again, the probably the most interesting shot, I haven't seen this shot before. It seems to be a future war shot. Where I think it's Mackenzie Davis's character is kneeling on the ground, and there's this Terminator thing running towards her. I've never seen the model before. It doesn't look like a T800. I don't think it's a Rev 9. It seems to be a future war scene, and it's just really cool. It's almost like I don't know what you describe it. It's kind of like a what would you call it? Like, not like a spider. It looks a little bit like something out of Independence Day or Edge of Tomorrow, but it does look really cool. It's probably the most interesting shot of the whole featurette. But yeah, there's lots of shots of Arnold. The shot at the end where Arnold's got the machine gun, just blowing shots at the Rev 9's face is really good. And Arnold again looks in awesome shape. So yeah, the featurette looks cool. Hopefully the trailer comes out. Some good, some bad. Hard to know where this movie's going, but I thought the Q&A was actually pretty interesting, and Arnold was in good form. So what did you think of the featurette? Let me know in the comments.